Dashwood as remaining there till she could accommodate herself with the house in the neighborhood. His invitation was accepted. A continuance in a place where everything reminded her of former delight was exactly what suited her mind. In season of cheerfulness, no temper could be more cheerful than hers, or process in a greater degree. That's sanguine, sanguine. Sanguine. Never fucking heard of that word. Anyways, expectation of happiness, which is happiness itself. But in sorrow she must be equally carried by her fancy, and as far beyond consolation as in pleasure, she was beyond alloy. Miss John Dashwood did not at all approve of what her husband intended to do for his sisters. To take £3,000 from the fortune of their dear little boy, who would be impoverishing him to the most dreadful degree. She begged him to think again on the subject. How could he answer it to himself, to rob his child, and his only child too, of so large a sum? And what possible claim could the Miss Dashwood, who were related to him only by half-blood, which she considered as no relationship at all, have on his generosity to such a large amount? It was very well known that no effect was ever supposed to exist between the children of any man by different marriages. And why was he to ruin himself and their poor little Harry by giving away all of his money to his half-sisters? It was my father's last request to me, replied her husband, that I should assist his widow and his daughters. Or that I should assist his widow and daughters. He did not know what he was talking of, I dare say. 10 to 1, but he was light-headed at the time. He had been in his right senses. He could not have thought of such a thing as begging you to give away half your fortune from your own child. He did not stipulate for any particular sum, my dear Fanny. Fanny? He only requested me in general terms to assist them and make their situation more comfortable than it was in his power to do. Perhaps it would have been as well if he had left it wholly to myself. He could hardly suppose I would suggest neglecting them. But as he required the promise, I could not do less than give it. At least I thought so at the time. The promise therefore was given, and I must be performed. Something must be done for them whenever they leave Norland and settle in a new home. Well, then, let something be done for them, but that something need not be £3,000. Consider, she added, that the money is once parted with it. It can never be returned. Your sister will marry, and it will be gone forever, if indeed it could be restored to our poor little boy. Why, to be sure, said her husband very gravely. That would make great difference. The time may come when Harry will regret that so large a sum was parted with. If he should have a numerous family, for instance, it would be a very convenient addition. To be sure it would. Perhaps then it would be better for all the parties if the sum were diminished one half. £500 would be prodigious. £500 would be prodigious increase to their fortune. It would be an extreme increase to their fortune, is what it's saying. I don't know what the fucking word is, but that's the vibe. You know what I mean? Oh, beyond anything great, what brother on earth would do half so much for his sister, even if really his sister's? And as it is only half-blood, but you have such a generous spirit. I would not wish to do anything mean, he replied.